free, and enjoy more of what the world has to offer in this action one, because this is where most human beings screw the pooch.
So a little one-person trampoline, very
I screen shared it. Like, there's no excuse. Like, phone numbers are just out there. You just got to pick up the phone, smile, and dial. So.
Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. I'm actually a few minutes late. It's 7:03, but good morning to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Terry Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, and ideas and exercises to help you become the best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Personal development. Good morning. So thanks for tuning in this morning with us. Today we're going to go over a little bit about personal brand and social media. This is something I've been working on back and forth a decent amount, something I'm trying to grow, and just also trying to find peace in kind of where we're at, what we're doing, how it's growing, how it's developing, and then things I'm trying to focus on. So maybe you can sit back in your own seat this morning. Maybe you're thinking of a few ideas like, this is how I could maybe interact with people. I believe there's kind of three facets why social media can be important. Let's go ahead. We're going to get straight to the board today. Why can social media be important? How can it be important? There's kind of three phases to this, to what we'll be talking about. This can be social media can help. So we're thinking personal brand, who you are, what you represent. I help people build personal brands. So we have in three sections. I like this for business. You can start a business on a platform, absolutely free to join on, start something up. You can start a business on here. It's essentially the brand new resume. And then also brand. Because people buy why you do what you do, not what you do, right? People like to build those relationships with people. So this is kind of like the three-headed beast that we're trying to support ourselves with. I'm thinking maybe later on in the third chapter of my life, maybe I'm in my 60s or something like that, and I could do something politically, or maybe I could do something as a teacher at a university. These are a few things that I have lingering in my long-term vision, like way down the road. Will I actually do that? I have no idea, but those are a few things I've humored and thought about in the past. And it's like, okay, if I make content from the time, and it's about personal development, helping people continue to get better from my 20s to my 60s, that'll be a 40-year portfolio to help build out my businesses. If you're going to run for something or teach something about business, if you're going to run for some type of office, it probably makes sense to have a couple businesses that made good money. That 40-year portfolio would be your resume. And then the personal brand, it's like, oh yeah, talk to Tanner about that, about this personal development topic. Oh, he's still doing it, still on it. So social media is a good way to kind of continue to separate yourself, creating a competitive advantage. So it's harder and harder as technology continues to develop. Technology and the use of technology continues to grow, continues to get better. It becomes harder to be more competitive in the marketplace. This is economics 101. So how can we set ourselves apart? I would say your own experiences, your own personal touch, and doing things like creating content. There's not going to be another Tanner DeWitt in this world. There's probably a lot of people who are pretty similar, but there will always be a place for me because I am me, and I believe I am the competitive advantage. So that's another reason why I kind of like people posting or creating their own personal brands, being held accountable to do this on stuff like social media. So on social media, I found out that because there's certain days where I'm not amazing about posting, and I would never beat yourself up because I want to go over a few of my own goals here with you, and maybe you can think of your own goals. Maybe you're trying to write out your own goals. So what is the number one goal for me right now on social? That'd be 100 interviews. 100 interviews. So I'm trying to do 1,000 episodes. I'll put that as a subheading to this goal. 1,000 episodes. So we want to do 1,000 episodes total. And I'm trying to aim for at least 100 interviews. 100 interviews in the next year. So by 2024 goal for me is to have 100 interviews. And this is with all types of business owners, one-person businesses, people they've gone through life, they've had experiences, and they'd like to share them on this morning outlet show to help other people start their day right, to feel better about who they are, to keep gaining clarity and education so we can all prosper together. So interviews, people like real estate agents, mortgage lenders, people who own digital advertising companies, people who own social media companies, come on and have a professional talk to us about it. So these types, I'm trying to have a lot more interviews. Additionally, my number two goal would be to be more strategic with how I'm reaching out to people when I'm talking to them. So I'm trying to, maybe this will help, this graphic will help. So film, edit, post. Film, edit, post. Okay. So I'm trying to break this up into 3 sections. So I have found out that when I do a bunch of filming and then I do a bunch of editing and a bunch of posting all like in one go, absolutely not fun. It's kind of a drag, and I don't want to do it consistently. So to help with this, I hired out a video editor. That person helps with me. And then now I can focus more on the filming part and the posting part. So I'm kind of taking it, maybe that's your approach. Maybe you think that could be a possibility for yourself. It's like, okay, I want to take a little bit more off of my own plate so I stay more consistent with what it is that I'm trying to do. But these are the 3 facets of being able to make consistent social media, and I wanted to bring it up because this is something I have struggled with. I suck at doing all 3 of them, but I've noticed I'm pretty good at the filming part, showing up every single morning, making more content, doing that, and then making side posts throughout the day. Pretty good at like creating the content. Editing, I absolutely can't stand, so we outsource that. And then posting, I'm trying to get better. So the posting part can be a real son of a bitch sometimes. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you a couple tools that I use. So again, a quick recap before we go over this. Social media, it's great for building out businesses and generating leads. It's great for just having a resume for something that you want to do in the future. Say if I want to be in some type of political position, like 40 years from now, there will be 40 years of content of me just going gung-ho, trying to help people. Additionally, building a personal brand, helping people recognize Tanner does coaching. He helps coach people. He invests. He has businesses. He's a smart guy. Like that's like the brand or the aura we're trying to present here. So these are what's possible with it. This can be your competitive advantage. Tanner DeWitt is Tanner DeWitt's competitive advantage, or say that for your own situation. I believe the own person is their competitive advantage. And today, really, investing a lot back into the individual. And then my number one goal is to get 100 interviews onto the show. Number two goal would be to follow the system of me having film, edit, and posting, and then I take over just the filming and the posting, and I'm completely outsourcing the editing. I'm paying for somebody else to do that. And now we're going to talk about posting a little bit of a couple free tools, because this can be one of the most time-sucking things ever, but with a couple of these tools, depending on what platforms you like to use, and these people don't pay me, I pay for this. So this tool is called Plannable. This tool is called Plannable. Again, they do not pay me to talk about them. Plannable, if you want to shout out or donate to the show, I greatly appreciate it. But this is Plannable. Yeah, there's an spell that right. Okay, Plannable. That's this app. So what you do is you get to merge all of your social medias on there, and depending on what platform you pay for. So for example, I have these are the 4 that I rock with: my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my TikTok, and my Instagram. And these are the ones. And then my video editor handles my YouTube stuff on the side, but you can add other things, like you can have your Google business profile on there, or you can do Twitter if that's what you're into. But that's ones, if you're kind of like trying to have a sloth of them, 3 or 4 bundled up, then this is pretty good for that. And also if you're partnering with anybody, like my video editor gets access into here and then makes posts, but these are like posts over the previous month or whatever. If you don't want to pay for that, because that's like $15 a month or something, the plan that I pay for is $13 a month. But over here is Meta Business Suite, and this one's absolutely free. And this is for Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook and Instagram, you can kind of merge onto here, and then really you can create posts and whatever you want to put on there. But the main thing that's amazing is you can schedule when you do it. So like we're trying to schedule out our posting on like Sunday when I'm watching sports, when I'm watching March Madness, and I'm just trying to chuck out there and kind of have something passive to grind on. This would be something I'm working on. But I want to come up here and show you and kind of see how it works. Some ideas that I'm working on, but Plannable is the main one that I use additionally. And then YouTube's like the one that I'm trying to focus on more than anything. So if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Copy. Good morning. Good morning. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it'll be in the comments section, and feel free to share that with other people. We're trying to grow probably this YouTube more than anything, but okay. That's kind of the main focus that I wanted to go over today. I wanted to share some of my goals of building a personal brand. I believe this is a great way to set ourselves apart, is to have some type of plan. If you're having a hard time generating ideas, I generate ideas from reading a crap load. Like last week or so, I've probably read at least 2 hours a day. We've cut back on the TV and we've cut back on the movies, and that's allowed a lot extra time for me to read. But I get it. Not everyone wants to do that. Additionally, I listen to right after this show when I'm like if I'm making something to eat, or I'm doing some paperwork, because T-Dog's got some paperwork to go over today. Then I'll turn on a podcast and I'll listen to that for a little while. And that's pretty helpful. So having a podcast in the background while I do paperwork, that helps generate ideas. And additionally, I should probably show this. This has been by far a landslide, the greatest thing ever. So that's pretty small, but this is just a notes thing for Apple. And then whenever I get a show idea, I just write it up on there. And these are like show topics I'll be doing over the next 3-4 weeks. But that's pretty much all I had to share with you guys today. Oh, yeah, I forgot I was going to say this on today's show. Or are we doing that for Friday for podcasting? Oh, no, that'll be Friday for podcasting. But yeah, that helps organize my thoughts and helps me keep accountable for what it is I'm trying to do, how I'm trying to make more content, how I'm trying to help people. So if you know anyone who's trying to tune into more personal development topics, ideas, strategies to build a personal brand, to set themselves apart, create the business of their dreams and live their dream life, connect with yours truly. And right now I'm offering 6-week boot camps to help people build out that personal brand and really understand themselves at a high level through life mapping. And that is at, and you can link directly and you can go to my website, talktotanner.com. So cheers, friends. Thanks so much for coming on today. Appreciate it. And that's all I had. A little less hypey banners. Change this over. This was just kind of a little quid pro quo. Maybe we're just thinking, how can we build out a personal brand and how can we separate ourselves? How can we build out our own resume and say good, positive things, showing that we're developing our skills as people? But cheers, friends. That's all I got. Enjoy it. Make stuff, create stuff, help other people with stuff, and have an amazing, fun-filled Wednesday. Enjoy your Wednesday, and I'll catch you live on another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show Thursday, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. live Central Standard Time. Until next time, catch you later. Peace out. Have a